back to Fixing with Friends. Today we're going to be finishing up our work on the Acura Integra and throwing the steering knuckle back on. And since we went through it basically step by step the previous video, I'm going to try and make this one as concise as possible. If you want to see more of our content, subscribe below and give it a like if you're enjoying the content or find it useful. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, leave a comment below and we'll definitely try and address those. But now that that's dealt with, let's get to work. So, we have a challenge to see how fast I can throw this back together. It occurs to me just now that I have neither a Haynes nor a factory service manual for this car, so I'll have to rely entirely on people from the internet. These pads are rough. I will recommend their change. Considering the tension, that's right around where it was before. For some reason, these rusty, dirty bits of suspension remind me of dinosaur bones. Aren't the little tiny rear pads so cute? Success. Guess what time it is. Moving on. Yeah, basically exactly where it was. Maybe I should learn how to hammer. There, that's done. So we're gonna go with a heavier duty cotter pin, the biggest one I can fit in there. Likely if I'm going to be pulling it off, it won't be nearly as long, so the galvanized steel will not rust quite so badly. That will be easy to pull out.
That's what she said.
Stupid. I don't have the half size up for this one, so I'll just have to put in the same size that was in there before. One last thing, just to make sure that this new wheel bearing isn't bad. Nope. Good. Now we'll give it a drive and see if that fixed the wobbling issue. One small benefit to air pollution is that the sun is pretty, although you can't see it, it's kind of a orange ball. Looks kind of pink, but anyway. Alright, this car's been sitting for a few months, so there's going to be some grinding, I imagine, just from all the rust that's accumulated on the rear discs. We replaced the front ones. But the main purpose is to just see if it's still doing the thing that sounded like a warped rotor or bad wheel bearing. Well, we knew the wheel bearing was bad as well, but we'll find out if that problem is fixed or not. All right. As this car goes by, there we go. Oh yeah, you can already hear the rear brakes. Need to clean those up. I wonder if that's coal. Who you don't know, and it's not important for you to know. Nope. Definitely not coal. So it sounds like the noise in the front is gone, but there's definitely rear end noise, as to be expected. We'll do a quick drive around, see if we can get it to disappear. Not that you need to see that. I think most of the rust is gone. It's still there, but enough of it's cleared that I'm okay with driving it because it'll just take the rest off. The rust off. The rest off. Probably with 1 or 2 drives. Anyway, it's obviously getting too dark for the camera, so I'll just say goodnight to you guys. Or day, probably, for 90% of you when you're watching this. Who knows? Anyway, have a good one. See you later. Now, before I put the wheel back on, you'll have to tell me if I've forgotten something. I will assume it's okay. I almost forgot. Important. Right there. And again. Oh. Before I forget. It's a good thing I forgot about the axle nut. Alright, this car's been sitting for a few months, so we'll find out if that problem is fixed or not. The battery is dead.